Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chatting Blues. Before we get into this evening's episode, could you just do me a massive favour? Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment in the comment section. And we've literally just put this together. I thought I'd get Jay on Chatting Blues for tonight. So welcome, Jay, and just talk a little bit about blues and kind of how the seasons go. I've got nothing really planned. I've got 1-2 questions I want to ask Jay. And a lot of the questions I haven't really got an answer for. I've literally put it into Chat GPT, and anyone that's watching as well, get in the comment section as well. Give me your answers. We will look at the league table, we'll look at a few bits and bobs. So firstly, how are you, Jay?
I'm all right, thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right, brother. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Buzzing with kind of how the season's gone. I'm sure we'll get more into that in a bit. So let's have a look before we do anything. Let's have a look at the league table, Jack, because Wrexham have won this afternoon. Just in case anyone don't know, Wrexham won 1-0 against Stockport, weren't it, mate?
Yeah, won again. Now against Wycombe, weren't he? Oh no, sorry, yeah, Stockport, yeah. Sorry,
Stockport 1-0. So I've got a feeling that Wrexham are going to make the top two with us. So if we look at the league table now, I mean, we've got a couple of games in hand over, and we're on 38. Played 36. Sorry, they've played 38. We're on 83 points. They're on 74. Then Wycombe are down in third on 71. I'm more not concerned. I suppose concerned's the wrong word. About the third place, do you know what I mean? Because first and foremost, I want us to go up. Do you know what I mean, Jay? 71 points. That leaves us 12 points clear of third place with a game hand, which is quite comfortable, really. You know, quite comfortable. I suppose first off, Jay, have you got any worries or concerns? I probably kind of know this answer that we won't get promoted. I know it's a bit of a wild question. We've got 10 games left.
Nah, we'll get promoted, mate. It's done now. I reckon it's done now.
Yeah.
And I was watching Benjamin Bloom this morning on the way home from Urquhart. Well, I was listening to it and I was driving out. So I'm like 30 minutes away from where I live to where I work, and he'd done a video about League One and stuff, and he was going to be getting promoted, and he pretty much said himself like that. I think we all know who's going to go up, and I think Blues is definitely going to go up, mate. Second place, we spoke about this earlier on, didn't we? I think that Wrexham are going to do it, mate. To be fair, I think they're going to go the distance. That's only my opinion. I may be wrong, but that's the beauty of football. It's all opinions, isn't it? Like and stuff. So it's good to have conversations like this. But yeah, I think that Wrexham are going to come up with us. And then he was talking about like the ones that are going to be fighting for the playoffs, which was quite interesting. He reckons that Leyton Orient could be up there. I know that they're 9th at the minute. He thinks that Stockport, Charlton are definitely be in it, and then it's between Wycombe and Wrexham that he was saying. So that was quite interesting. You should watch it. Nick,
yeah. Well, I do watch a lot of his content. I haven't actually seen that one you're going on about. Yeah, I mean, I watched the Wrexham Stockport game today. I watched about half an hour of the second half, and do you know, I thought Stockport played the better football. Wrexham, like you mentioned, Jay, a really hoofball. You know, get it out wide, balls into the box. I really like a 1990 team, do you know what I mean? 4-4-2 into the box. Older players. I do worry about Wrexham. I don't worry about them, but if they do go up, they need a massive overhaul. Do you not agree?
Yeah. They won't. Their playing style and the players they got, they won't get very far in the Championship. I think they'll do it in League One personally, but yeah, like you say, I agree with you, mate. They need a massive, bit of a rebuild, really, like Blues. But yeah, Blues is done, mate. We're gonna go up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it'd be a massive collapse now, wouldn't it? You know, to not get promoted. So, you know, it's probably 99% sure that we're going to go up. What What about I mean, it'd have to be a massive collapse if we didn't win the league, wouldn't it, mate?
It'd be Blues all have, wouldn't it? But it's a new era, man. We've got to be positive. It's with Tom Wagner's vision, the project, and that. Like we needed this. Like, I put a post on my own YouTube channel the other day, like about taking the relegation hard and stuff. Because I was only 2 years old. We spoke about this before, right? So it's really vague for me to remember. But I remember going to that Norwich game, mate, and it was just a weird day. Like the fact that we won, but we got relegated. It was just, it just didn't sit right with me. Like when I got home, I was thinking about it for hours. I was like, I can't believe we relegated. It's just playing on your mind. But looking at it now, the players that we brought in, now the unity, the passion that the lads have got, that bond that Chris Davis has got with the lads, mate. It's brilliant, and I just hope that it continues, and I hope that Davis is with us for a long time. What I am looking forward to, though, is, and I don't know what you think about this, is how like Chris Davis is going to be in the Championship.
It's quite interesting, really, because I was having a little think about it before we came on air, Joe, and I was thinking about the amount of. I mean, let's say we sign Ben Davis, which I've got a feeling we will sign Ben Davis. So that leaves like Ben Davis, Clara, Bielik. We've got Newman coming in. They're all going to want to be starting. I was wondering, and it'd be interesting to see what your view is, and people what are watching, get in the comment section, whether we could kind of play two formations, sort of play the formation what we've played all season, this 4-2-3-1, really, really progressive. Then maybe away from home, maybe play with three at the back. Do you know what I mean? With wing backs, like a 5-2-3. Do you know what I mean? I think that potentially could be something that Chris Davis might do next season, because you basically, I mean, if we went into the Championship next season, let's say next week this was the first game of the Championship, you wouldn't pick Bielik, would you? You'd pick Clara over Bielik, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It'd be Clara and Ben Davis.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah. So how does the likes of Newman and Bielik break into the team if we're only playing four at the back?
Sport for choice, mate.
But I mean, are they potentially just going to be happy and just waiting for their turn? I know a lot of our players have been, I wouldn't say happy, but they've been quite content in waiting for their chance to break into the first team. We've seen it a lot this season. I'm just wondering whether, like the likes of Bielik, like the likes of Phil Newman, are going to sit around and kind of wait for their chances. Do you know what I mean?
There's two ways of looking at this, in my opinion. I think that, like, the way that Chris Davis portrays himself, and we've had numerous press conferences, and when he comes to Blues, and the announcement that he was going to be manager, and then he had his own interview, and he was going to, talk about how he's going to run the squad and stuff and that. And like he always said, if you ain't performing, you ain't playing. It's as simple as that. There's that sort. Because we don't see what goes on in the week, do we, at training and stuff? Are they putting in the effort? Like, they half-arsing it or what? So we don't see that. And then you've also got the other side that I do like about Chris Davis is he's fair. So like he doesn't always keep certain players on the bench all the time. He does like to mix and match, and not that it's a good thing, but like if an injury was to arise during a game, got the quality to near enough match it. And going back to the point with Newman and stuff and that, like I haven't seen him play much really, but I know that I have every faith in Chris Davis and the project. Craig Gardner as well, like the players he's scouted and stuff. So I trust them, mate. And if anything was to happen to any players, or like if Ben Davis had to go back, at least we've got this kind of quality in the squad. And I think it's how he was last season, mate. Me and you done a few of these, didn't we? Like the squad we had last season, and this is just he blows them out of the water, doesn't he? Like,
I mean, how quick's the season gone, Jay? I remember doing I think you come on my on chatting Blues at the start of the season, might have been the end of last season or during the pre-season, and how quick it's gone. And I always remember saying this is going to be a really good season, and we're going to look at some memories, and I'm going to ask you what kind of like your kind of highlight of this season's been, and also people what are watching, what's been your highlight of this season, because we're coming down to 10. We're in the home straight basically. We've got 10 games left. Do you know what I mean? We've got a Wembley trip, which I'm so looking forward to, mate. 3 weeks now. I think it's 3 weeks. 3 weeks this weekend. 50. Is it foot? Hopefully we'll get 50,000. I know it's about 43,500 at the moment. We've got that to look forward to. Potentially we could win the league at home as well. I mean, home or away doesn't really bother me where we win it. I think it'd be nice to win the league at home this season.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get into that anyway. Yeah, I have been watching the chat, and I'm trying to do kind of two things at once, guys, which I'm not used to doing. So I've seen all your names in the chat, and really nice to see you. Thanks for joining.
Do you want me to help as well, Nick?
Yeah, if you can, mate. I mean, I'll fly through them and I'll pick. If you got any questions for me and Jay, put them in the comments, guys, because I'm going to ask Jay some questions. And the questions I've noted down, I don't even know the answers myself. They're sort of off the bat kind of things. You're right, Blue Shadow. You're right, Tone. Big T's in the building. Yeah, across it saying I don't care who gets second, but I think it will be Charlton. Well, yeah, I was going towards that as well, Aquatics, but they lost 3-0, didn't they, to Peterborough today? I think the best footballing team to watch out of the top 6 bar us, I'll probably say Stockport. Would you, Jack?
Yeah. Stockport.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't, sorry.
Maybe Leighton Orient as well.
Yeah, they're a good side. I mean, I'd imagine if them two don't go up, I'd put a bet on that they go up next season. Really good to watch. To be fair, and we're going to come to. I'm going to ask you a question on the playing style in a bit, Jay. I've written for you a question, Jay.
I'm scared.
You're right, Susan. How are you? Pardon?
Nick's putting me on the spot.
Yeah. Well, I don't know the answers from, so I'm going to have to think about it myself. You're right, John. So John's been on holiday. Blue Shadow, great holiday. Typical. Got back and got shit cold. He had a good holiday anyway. John, you're right, Lee Harvey. Just going to say right to a few of the guests. You're right, Robbie Michaels. Good evening, everyone. I mean, we're just going to have a chilled one, guys. We're just going to have a natter. It's international break. Usually we'd be doing a phone-in or we'd be doing an instant match reaction. So it's just nice to come on. You're right, Calvo, are you, mate? If you do want to help the channel out, guys, you can smash the like button. You can join as a member where there's free giveaways. We're up to 32 members now. I am going to go through the members just to thank them really for keeping first of all for subscribing and then keeping their subscriptions going. And there's also a super thanks and a super sticker, which helps tremendously because, like I mentioned, I think it might have been on my last podcast. Every year, StreamYard, I have to renew my StreamYard account, which is about £300, which is no worries, but any kind of help would be really appreciated. You're right, Blue Shadow. Side is in the building. You're right, Paul. All right, Nick and Jay. Ain't weekends boring without the Blues? This is what I'm saying. To be fair, Paul, and I think you'll agree with this, Jay. We've had a good run without international breaks, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think the last one was October.
Looking at our last game now, I'm glad that against Northampton, I'm glad that this international break's come because I think the players needed a rest.
Totally agree, mate.
Yeah, I know we've moaned about it before, haven't we? Especially this time, this season, we've moaned, haven't we? Me and you've spoken about the international breaks now. It's a pain in the arse, but it's come at a good time for us now because, like you say, we've had a decent one. We've had numerous wins, and I think the last one was after Was it the last international break where we first come back and then we lost against Shrewsbury? We earned it 3-2.
I think that was the one, yeah.
And then after that game, then it was just a really good run, wasn't it? Like,
well, we didn't lose for 18 games, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I totally agree, Joe. I think this international break's come at a great time.
Yeah,
because I don't know if you noticed, but against Northampton, I mean, let's talk a little bit about the Northampton result. I noticed just before Northampton equalised, took the lead. Sorry, Ryan Allsop was hobbling. Do you know what I mean? So he's obviously not 100% fit. So I think these 2 weeks will give him a good chance to get back to full fitness. Northampton. Did you manage to watch the game, Joe?
Yeah, I watched it, mate. Yeah, first half was shite.
Yeah.
But like you say, like we got a point. I ain't moaning about that, mate. We're top of the league. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But credit to Northampton. They did give us a bit of a game, but in my opinion, I don't think the Blues performed the best in the first half. But that's down to like being tired and stuff and that. We've had a game every Tuesday, Saturday as the weeks have gone on. So yeah, I'm happy with the point. It was just frustrating to watch us in the first half because we was really sloppy. We couldn't put passes together. We was kicking the ball out. What do you mean, like the John Ruddy Rooney days?
Do you know, this is what I was saying about Ryan Allsop. It was like that injury definitely affected him. He definitely weren't 100%. Some of them balls he was trying, them long balls he does, Jack.
Yeah.
He was trying them to Anderson that was going out of play, and then he kind of messed up. I mean, I love Ryan Allsop, don't get me wrong. He messed up with I mean, I don't know if you can completely blame it on Allsop, but you could tell he was carrying a knock. So we'll get the fully fit Ryan Allsop back next week. So buzzing for that. The only thing what worried me was if you noted Northampton were pressing very high, which in turn forced us into that mistake and the own goal by Iwata. Now this is what we're going to see a lot of next season in the Championship. Teams are going to press high. They're not going to let us play out at the back like we are this season. Teams are pretty much letting us play out from the back. I think we've had, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 teams what have Leighton Orient being one, Northampton being another. There's been a few what have pressed up high, not letting us play out from the back, and we have caused a few mistakes. We've got better at it as the season's gone on. Does that worry you at all? Because I mean, if we were to play Leeds United now, right? They're kind of, I want to say head and shoulders above, but they're definitely the best team in the Championship now. Press high. They play a very similar style to us. Quick moving the ball, 4-2-3-1. So that's the kind of.
I'm actually excited, mate, about it, to be honest, about the Championship and that, because like we spoke about this League One, I haven't seen it, like before. Well, I was too young to remember, like I mentioned earlier, but like, I remember when we went down, and me and you done a few podcasts and that, didn't we? Me watching a few like other YouTubers from like other teams, and they were saying that like it's like the way that the teams are set up and the way they play, they kind of approach and how they go on to prepare for the games and stuff. It's a different kettle of fish to the Championship, and they're right. I've noticed this more so because we're trying to play like a Championship side. We've signed up Championship side football players in League One. What I find really interesting is the fact that one of the things that's been like frustrating is like looking at it. This squad's really good, and like we're not scoring many goals. We're getting the 3 points, that's superb. But if you like to score loads of goals, and you've got pretty much 10 people behind the ball that are just sitting back and defending.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, for the Northampton game, for example, and then going back into the Championship, I think, it's going to be a good test. We saw that against Newcastle, didn't we? The players, that's 2 leagues above us. They really stepped up, and that was a brilliant game. That was, even though we lost, I was so proud of the lads. What a game football that was. So, I think they've got it in them. Transfer window, I'm looking forward to, but I think getting out this league, mate, and then back in the Championship, and we got teams that are pressing against. I think it's going to be like a more entertaining game of football. And I do believe we may even score more goals as well through like slip ups and stuff, from the other team, rather than having like 10 people behind the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. I think people have got to get used to that. There's going to be, times like Northampton where we're going to make mistakes playing out from the back. It's going to be a lot more open. Jay, I always say that it's going to be a lot more open in the Championship. It's going to be a lot better to watch. We got sometimes. I mean, I do go on about the atmosphere at home. It hasn't been great, and I put that down to not our style of football, the opponent's style of football, where they're just sitting back, and also that kind of maybe entitlement that we're going to win. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely with me, where I'll go to a game at home and I think, we're going to win this, and it kind of zaps the enthusiasm out of you. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if it was against a top team in the Championship, you're going to be up for it. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be entertaining. Like you said, a little bit like the Newcastle game. So yeah, man. What about the points total, Jay? And people watching, do you think that's? I mean, it's obviously achievable. Do you think we can do it, Jay?
Well, yeah. I mean, going back to that Benjamin Bloom video that I watched, he actually mentioned that, and I do like him, because he always has good things to say about Blues. You know what I mean? He always says a lot of nice stuff about Blues. So I do like to watch him. But yeah, like even he said, I think he worked it out to 106, so it's still possible. Me personally, I ain't too fussed. I just want to win the league or whatever, get automatic promotion, just get back in the Championship. But it would be nice to do it, like obviously. But I'm not going to be like too picky. I just want to just get promoted, mate, and get back in the Championship. To be honest.
Well, I was very much the same, mate. And I remember doing a podcast with you at the start of the season, and I remember saying, look, as long as we get up, whether that by playoffs, automatics, or win the league, I'll be happy. I think as time's gone on and we've got closer, so with 10 games left now, there's part of me what wants to win the league and wants to beat the points total. Do you know what I mean? And win the the EFL trophy. Yeah. I want it to be a season which I've always said I want it to be a season we remember. You're right, Joey. For many years to become, because the thing is that I've seen so many families and kids and stuff down the Blues now that I think this is where we move to that 60,000 seater stadium, Jay. I think they've done such a good job in getting the youngsters and the families into the ground. Because I've noticed over this season, a little bit of last season, that fucking everyone's going. It's not just I mean, 3 or 4 years ago, it used to be just men. Do you know what I mean? You get 1 or 2 women, you wouldn't hardly see no kids. So that's a good thing. That's a good foundation to have going forward to our new stadium, which will be built when it's built, basically. But definitely, because I was one of them that we ain't going to sell that out 60,000. But I don't know, man. I really trust in, and I know you do, Jay, in Knighthead and what they're doing.
You know what? You know what's mad, mate? Like, same again. We've spoke about this like before. Like, and a lot of us having pretty much all of us having the comments. We're all Blue fans and stuff, and the years of shit we've had, and like going to the Blues now. Like, I know that we've said that it's an absolute pleasure, but like, you just take a step back. I always do it. Like, I'll have a beer or whatever, and I'm talking to my dad or yourself, and you just happen to just look round like mid-conversation, and you look across the whole of the fan parks and that, mate, and just smiles. It's just fantastic, mate. You know what I mean? And like Tom Wagner, mate. Like I mentioned it like before. Like, he could sit wherever he wants. He's got money. He'd rather be with the Blues fans, mate. I mean, what What other owners do you know that do that? Boys rounds.
Yeah, he's been great. He's been
Right.
he's been great, mate. Yeah, he has, man. Yeah, Joe's saying killer day that Norwich game. Yeah, Joe's got the beers out. But look where we are now. Yes, definitely Joe, man. It was definitely. I remember doing a podcast after the Norwich game, and I was like, because I thought if we can start this season, going about last season, we'll build massively, and we'll challenge for playoffs. So I'm talking about if we'd stayed up last season. So I was very much like you, Joe. I was like, I can't see and I've mentioned this a few times, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I can't see the any benefits in it, but it has its reset it, and it's the same with when Villa went down to the Championship. Do you know what I mean? That they kind of reset and look where they are now. So yeah, man, it's they say, don't they, blessings in disguise. Susan saying, wonder what these injuries are that Stanner and Pike have got. I think the Pike one, Susan, came off as precautionary. Not sure about the Stanner. Have you heard anything, Joe?
No, mate. Literally, like I said, I've done a video like about either yesterday or the day before, but that was just a collage of videos that I've done over the season. But like, I haven't done any like the last few weeks. I haven't really like read anything really. I just haven't had time. I've been working loads and sleeping on my night shifts, and I haven't had time to do anything really.
Yeah, you've been really busy with work, haven't you, mate?
Man, what about you?
Just been doing. I'm looking around for to move, aren't I? So I've been kind of like house hunting.
Are you getting on with it?
Yeah, all right, mate. Really good, actually. I've pretty much nailed. Not pretty much. I'm moving in the right direction. I'm getting to the area I want to get to.
Good.
There's been a note put on my housing claim that I need to get to this area. One's came up this week. I've viewed a few. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Changing it?
No, this is in Shirley in Solihull, Jay.
Yeah.
So now I've sat that Wales thing. I don't think it'll suit me in the long run, to be honest, mate. I mean, I want to get out of Birmingham anyway, but Shirley's a really nice area. It's not far from the gym. So hopefully, I'm hoping by the time next season starts, which is August, which is only a few months away, I'll be in my new gaff. I'm not looking forward to moving, by the way, mate. It's one of it's the second most stressful thing other than divorce, apparently.
Mate, because the house we're in now is our second house. Like, mate, oh my god, mate, I should have paid someone to. Mate, it took me 2 days to move everything. Like, I mean, fair play to my daddy. Give me help for like 3 or 4 hours the first day on the morning. Like, I didn't have to, but mate, honestly, man, I was absolutely knackered.
I can imagine.
Mate,
not looking forward to it at all. But once it's done, and hopefully I won't have to move again. Yeah, aquatic show. It potentially, mate. Like I just mentioned, it's probably just 5 at the back. With advanced wing backs, so you could have Laird and Cochrane, and then have a solid back three. I think it could work. Pike and Iwata in the 2, and then have Stansfield up top, maybe Hansen out on the left, and then I think we bring players in anyway, and we will get to sort of like, I mean, there's 82 people watching, guys, which is amazing on an international break. So if you've just joined, can you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment in the comment section. The super chat and super thanks if you want to help the channel out, that'd be great. And there's join membership as well if you want to be in for free giveaways. Ems is saying, if this season has taught us anything, it's that we need strength in depth. Definitely, mate. Yeah, I'm happy with having good players as backups. I think that's one of the. I think that's a really good point, Jay. Is a lot of the seasons previous, we've had hardly no strength in depth. I'm talking. Do you remember Jordan Graham playing as left wing back?
Yeah,
he was a right winger. He's playing left wing back.
Yeah.
I think it was under Bo, yeah. So And again, like Ems, I think like we go into next season with two for each position, battling it out. Because now we've seen Samstead. Samstead played really well against. I think it was Stevenage. I mean, he wasn't as good against Northampton, but I don't think anyone was great against Northampton. But I think it can definitely be a challenge for Ethan Laird.
Oh yeah,
yeah, definitely, Jan. We'll just go through a few comments and we'll look at a few bits. Look, we do need. I mean, the thing is as well, I think we're going to be one of the most stacked teams next season in terms of, because I'm sure as well, Jay, you might be able to correct me on this. I'm sure we're allowed more subs on the bench as well in the Championship.
Yeah.
If anyone knows that for sure, let me know in the comments, because I think it's 7 subs rather than what we've got now, 5 or 6 subs. You're right, Gary. It's the injuries that are a bit worrying. Yeah. I think though, Gary, what you got to think is every team suffers from injuries. It's just part and parcel of the game. I'm quite pleased that Ethan Laird's got through the majority of the season injury-free. I mean, we haven't had, apart from Buchanan, we haven't had many complete and utter season-defining injuries, have we? They've always been back. So, we've got this new. I mean, whether Tom Brady things going on with the fitness team and that, whether that's helping getting teams back, players back quicker. Sorry, you're right, Lee Burke. So Lee Burke, hopefully, mate, we'll be playing you next season, West Brom. John saying, chatting Blues, the spine of the team is okay. We definitely need a left back as cover for Cochrane, 2 pacey wingers, and number 10 who can score goals. Yeah, I agree with that, John. We're going to look at probably where we need to strengthen in a bit as well. I'm going to ask Jay a few questions. And you lot could get involved.
I've just googled it. It says clubs will be allowed to name up to 7 substitutes and make 5 substitutions in the Sky Bet Championship, League 1, League 2, and matches from the 24-25 season.
Yeah. Nice one, Jay. So that's definitely more than we've had this season, isn't it? Thanks for clarifying that for me. Yeah, definitely a keeper, John. Needs to be good with his feet, and he needs to be a good shot stopper. In fact, we'll just quickly start on the keeper, Jay. So our 2 keepers, main keepers, we've got Ryan Allsop and Bailey Peacock Farrell. Does any of them 2 go? He's kind of. I mean, let's not mess around. Allsop for me, obviously. And for I would imagine everyone watching starts. Yeah. What you do with Bailey Peacock Farrell, mate?
I'll have to let him go.
On loan, or would you kind of get rid of him and get a new signing in?
New signing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I don't know if it's confident and the pressure and stuff. I don't know, but he makes too many mistakes for me, mate. He's a nice enough kid. I've spoken to him and stuff. He's on one of my videos the other week, and that he's a proper nice kid. But in terms of on the pitch and that, he's makes too many mistakes for me, mate.
Yeah, he's not gobby enough for me. You need a gobby keeper, and Ryan Allsop's gobby. He's confident in what he's doing. I think he's really improved as well this season. From the start of the season. So Ryan Allsop starts for me. We get a good goalkeeper in. Anyone who can think off the top of the red, a goalkeeper we could potentially get in. What's good with the feet and a good shot stopper. Put it in the comments, guys. I can't think off the top of my head. But yeah, I agree. I think Bailey Peacock Farrell goes out either on loan or we sell him. Pardon?
Keep Allsop.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. If we bought Davis and played 3 at the back, we would have a left footer, a right footer, and a bow footer. Yeah. this is what I'm saying, Emza. In terms of if he does buy Ben Davies, then the three at the back with wing backs can work. Do you know what I mean? If you work on it over the summer as well. I know Chris Davies loves 4-2-3-1, and it works brilliantly. I mean, we've seen it against Newcastle as well. We can go toe to toe. So I'm just thinking more of maybe the tougher away games where we can, be a little bit more solid. We could still be, decent on attack as well. And then you're giving more game time to big players. What we're going to have, because I think it's going to be imperative that we've got a strong defence next season. Do you know what I mean, Joe?
Yeah.
Imperative, mate. I mean, there's over 84 people watching, guys. If you haven't already, just hit the like button if you can.
There was
go on, mate. Sorry.
There was a question on the project on Steve Trainer's Facebook page. It was like a really good question, mate, and I had to really think about it. Like I couldn't come to a conclusion myself. And he asked the question: if we had to take 6 players of the current squad up now to the Championship, who would it be?
6 players. Okay. So I'd say.
Never commented on it. I just read it, but then I was thinking about it. I was thinking, who would I take?
Yeah, it's a good question. My 6 probably pretty easy, to be honest. I'd probably say to the Championship, Jay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously Ryan Allsop. I would take Clara, Laird. I mean, Ben Davies ain't signed for us yet, so Clara, Laird, Cochrane, Pikey Water.
You only have 6.
Yeah, that's 5, isn't it? And then Stansfield. This is why someone put in the comments we need wingers.
Yeah.
Is there anything you disagree with, or you got nice one, Joey?
No. I'll take Clara, Cochrane, Iwata, Pike.
Yeah.
Jay Stansfield, obviously. Last one. Mate, it's hard, man. Hard, isn't it?
It's difficult, isn't it? Because I think wingers.
I'll probably say Thor pre-injury, like from how he was before he was injured, like.
Yeah, Lee Harvey's just put a question there. Do you think Williamson is coming with us to the Championship, or do you think he will go? Do you want to answer that, Jack?
No, I think he'll stay. Yeah. The thing is with these players that we've brought in, they've come, like a lot of them have come from like higher leagues, haven't they? They've been sold the project, like they're all on board, and we've seen ourselves, like when there's drama on the pitch with like other oppositions and that. Like there's that time against Newcastle when Standout was having a bit of grief, and then all of a sudden you've got 5 or 6 Blues players, having his back, so like it's a different era, like, and I think most of them would stay, mate.
I mean, let's talk about Williamson while Lee's just brought him up. What's the crack with him, Jay? Because he was absolutely superb before he got injured. He just doesn't seem to. I mean, I'm not out to out him out or anything, but he doesn't see. And what worries me about him is his heading ability. He's for such a big fella.
Well, no,
his headings, he's shocking. So I mean, it gets a lot of stick on social media. So here, I mean, who would you start in that 10? Say if we went into the Championship now, right, with these set of players, including our loan players, so like Kieran Dowell, who starts in that 10 for you, Dowell or Williamson?
Get it up, Nick. You know that thing you had the other week when we could like see the formation and that? Do you remember when you could move the players and that? Pick yours and then I'll do mine.
All right, give me 1 second. But who starts for you there, Jay? If we was to start in the Championship now,
Clara, Davies hopefully will sign him.
No. I mean in that 10 spot. In that 10 spot.
I thought you meant 10 players on the pitch.
No, sorry, the 10 spot, mate. So you know where Williamson plays in that 10, and Dowell's been playing it a lot lately.
At the minute, I'd say Dell.
Yeah, around me, mate. Yeah.
But like the perfect examples that Wigan game, mate. You know when we went Wigan away, that was a fantastic game. That was to watch.
Yeah.
All the players were brilliant. And Thor was really good, weren't he? So I'll probably say Thor pre-injury, but at the minute, mate, Kieran Dell, mate. You know, I remember his first game. It was Charlton, weren't he? Was it Charlton his first game? Was it Burton?
I think it might have been Charlton, mate.
Yeah, well, he came on, didn't he? Like, and I knew straight away. I thought he looks a good player. He does. Something about him, like, yeah, I do like Kieran Dell, mate.
Yeah, I like Kieran Dell. I don't know whether we sign him though. I was saying a few weeks ago that we need someone better than Dowell, because that number 10 position is so important in creating goal scoring opportunities. I mean, we have seen a bit from Dowell. We've seen a bit from Williamson at the start of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a number 10 in. Do you know what I mean? Like Gary said, do you think we signed Dowell? I don't know, guys. You know, I think I've got a feeling that Dowell might go back, and we might go big in that 10 spot. Do you know what I mean? I think we might be surprised if we're bringing in that 10 spot, man. So Tony's highlight of the season. Yeah, put your highlights of the season in, guys. Whether you've been to a game or not, or whether you've watched it at home or you've been in a pub, what's been your highlight this season? So Tony's highlight is meeting Jay and Nick at Shrewsbury at the start of the season and realising early we would piss the league. First game in 10 years, man. Yeah, do you remember it, Jay?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was class, mate.
Always in the family. Yeah, lovely to meet you. Tony said, for people what don't know, Tony's. I mean, our regulars will know, but people what kind of don't tune in regularly. Tony lives in Wales, proper Brummie. He's lived there for some time now. I've used to go to all the games in the 70s and 80s, some of the 90s, I think. 10 years he hadn't been down, so he met me and Jay for the pre-season game against Shrewsbury, which was really nice. And
the fact you met together as well, and as well, it was the first time me and you met as well, Nick. That game was.
It was, yeah. So a lot of kind of connections have been formed this season, which is good.
And then Wagner was there as well, weren't he?
Wagner was in the he was sitting by you, weren't he, mate? I think.
yeah, and big town guy in the talking to how to spend his money.
Mark saying, did you sort your coach tickets out for Wembley, Jay? Got anxiety. So Mark's got a little bit of anxiety about how he's going to get to Wembley. Did you sort your coach tickets out?
Yeah, well, I did, but they've changed it now. I need to speak to Steve. I should have found him today. Brian had a chance. I'll ring him tomorrow.
Yeah. I think my thing is froze. Is my camera froze, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Just let me remember.
Oh, I've stole the show.
I'm not sure why that's not working.
Nick, where are you, man?
I'm still here. I don't know why the camera isn't working. The camera's on, but I'm not sure why it's not working. Let me just.
I'll have a look at some comments, mate. It's me, Nick from Chatting Blues. Keep right on. Nick.
I'm here, Jay. I can't finger.
We'll go all day. Stays and takes us to the Prem. he read these? Where's me Blues brother gone, man? Where is he? My highlight is being made moderator, expressing my poetry and reading it out and meeting the most beautiful fans ever. Yeah, it's been class in it, Blue Shadow. Like, you know, I've been doing this now just over 12 months, and you know, the amount of people I've met, like Blue Nose, is just fantastic, brilliant. Just because you're tall does not mean you can hide the ball. Yeah, he's crap with his head in the Thor. Pike would get into the championship teams. Love Thor, but just needs to be more of a presence and use his fucking yard. Pike was a passenger from Jan till May last year. I'm 6'1". My heading ability is absolutely useless because I don't have the balance to jump and hit a ball. You need a good centre of gravity and balance. It's not about height. Question, lads, jockey on. You're right, Nick?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah, but I can't see you.
Yeah, I know, yeah. I don't know what's going on with the camera. I don't know why that's up, mate. Ain't got through.
Mate, this is weird. This is you talking and not the circles, like just pulsing. 100% for Yoga for me, Shadow. Oh, Nick, I love you, man. Yes, I like Yoka. Hopefully, he will be back in the team. Would keep Yoka too, and he can score some goals. He needs games, and he has to beef up, find the pace of the game, and then come back. I very much doubt we'll be keeping Davies. I don't think Dole will stay either. They are low players what are going back in their parenting clubs. I think we'll go big on the wings and keep Thor. He's still... What's that say? He's our Lil. Our Lil Wizard just needs to work on a few things. Get rid of May too. We only brought him to deny Huddersfield a player. Get Yoga back and Ramel back from Brentford, but probably get sold. Scott Wright versus Wigan. Some limbs. Wrexham at home for me. Fantastic game and atmosphere. Oh, yeah. Brilliant, weren't he? Number 10 is crucial when it's a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, I agree, mate. My highlights was Wrexham, home game and Wigan away, when I met Jay. Oh, cheers, John. I have to say the Rangers game, unreal. Do you think we will keep Leonard? Yeah, I think so. If you watch our games, teams in this league have worked out how to stop Williamson. They just put two men on him and stop him moving. He's not the agile list of players, to be fair. He will have more time and space in the championship. Thor's volley against Wickham was great. Yeah, it was, yeah. That was a good goal, weren't he? Yep, you're froze, Nick. Watching the Newcastle game and nearly holding our own against the top Premier League 6. We are not far away. Really good team. Yeah, hang on.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure why the camera's not working. Can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. I just can't see you.
Okay, we'll have to go with a blank camera. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. I'll have to use my laptop camera tonight, guys. A little bit slow. Do you want to get to it? Start the car you was, Jan.
Start it, mate.
I've got it, yeah, big T.
Like you was playing some drums then, mate.
Fucking shambles, innit? Nice one, guys. I've nearly 80 people watching, man. If you can hit the like button, subscribe if you leave a comment. Okay, man. Nick's got hair products on his camera. Fucking hell, Jerry.
Slick Nick.
Yeah, Slick Nick. Right then, Jay. So here's a few questions for the people watching. So who's been your standout player this season, Jay? And I just want one player and tell me why. So standout player of the season. You can put it in the comments as well, guys. You don't have to put the reason why. I'm just asking Jay that. Just your standout player.
I'd say Ethan Laird, only because of having him from last season and seeing how much he's changed. I always knew he had it in his bag anyway, but you know, like we mentioned before, like them kind of players in the Keshi Anderson was another one. You know, like if you got a crap squad around you and you got something about you, it's hard to show your potential. Like, do you know what I mean? If you got a good set of players around you, a decent manager, these players tend to shine, and I think it's got to be Ethan Laird for me.
Ethan Laird, standout player,
or if it was two, I'd take Keshi Anderson.
Yeah. I mean, Ethan. Yeah, I couldn't really disagree with any of them. It's a really difficult question. Yeah, Trevor. No, yeah, the intensity is going to be a lot. I mean, this is why I was a little bit worried. No, not worried because we played so many games. You know, Northampton, that when they press from the front. We'll have to see how we get on. Lee Harvey, Lee's in the building.
Lee.
Okay. Which player? This one for you. I'm people in the comments. Which player improved the most compared to last season, John?
Keshi Anderson.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely, mate. I actually thought he would have a mare. You know, and you really like Keshi Anderson, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him as well, but I didn't think he would have the impact he's had this season. He's a really good player. And talking about Keshi Anderson, does he? What's the crack of him next season, Jay? Do you think he fights it out to start in the starting 11?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. It all depends on who we bring in and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I mean, how old is he now? Keshi?
I think he's 30, 31.
Yeah, so.
He's a bit too old, so. Yeah, 30, 31. I do worry a little bit because he doesn't seem to do it as much in the Championship as he does in League One. However, there's better players around him, and I love the way he attacked Thingy, John. Attacked the defenders, runs at the defenders, sorry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get my normal camera back on, guys, so if we do think... Oh, there it is, sound.
Yeah, he fixed it. What happened? Oh,
that's got fucking shambles.
He's toying with me now, look.
Yeah. We'll have to thingy it. I'll have to leave that off. Oh, no, it's back on there. Yeah, what a palaver! What a fucking palaver! Yeah, man, these are the things doing live, though, and it's one of them, innit? Yeah, man. So, how's everyone doing? Anyway, it's like you need to reboot. Yeah, I probably did need to reboot it. To be fair, Uber Eats. Yes, Tuesday. How are you? Uber Eats, mate. I might have to get an Uber Eats tonight, 9 o'clock. I think that I'm going to as well. I was going to throw something in the oven, but yeah, I think an Uber Eats tonight. Okay, let's talk a little bit about before we get into more of the comments, which player has been the most? Which player have you been disappointed the most with, Jay? I mean, this is a bit an hard question as well. This season, who have you been a little bit disappointed with?
It is really with the season that we've had so far, with it being so good. You know how many it's hard to pick. Oh bloody hell, mate! Now you're asking me this. Well, let's have a look. It's an hard question, that is, mate.
It is, isn't it? Who have you been most disappointed with?
Bloody hell, Nick! What a question that is, mate.
I'm just thinking myself. I've asked you the question. I don't even know the answer myself. So, do you know what?
I'll probably say Emil Hansen. You know.
Yeah, we weren't that. I mean, he's had a couple of all right games lately, but he wasn't all that at the start of the season, was he, mate?
I know he's been injured and stuff. But like the game, he hasn't just played like one game. He come in with 10 games left. So he's still better games to play now to show what he can do and that. He's a talented player. Like, I remember watching the videos of him from his previous clubs and that, trying to get a feel from him. And remember the Blues putting on the social media like the videos of him like scoring goals and like pointing some decent crosses in the box and that. Judging off that from what I saw before pre-season to what he's done at Blues, I'd probably say Emil Hansen, to be fair. If I have to pick someone.
Yeah, if I have to pick someone. Do you know what I'd probably say, Jay? Alfie May. I thought he had a great August, but I think since August he's been really hit and miss. And I know he's been up against Stansfield, but I was expecting a little bit more of him, if I'm being honest, especially when Stansfield got injured recently. Joey's saying Cochrane, Clara, Blue Nose is saying. Standout player for John's been Clara. Good season. Cochrane, Big T saying. I mean, you got to think it's a good shout, really, Cochrane, because he hasn't missed a fucking game, man.
No. It's been superb, mate. It's hard to pick. Like, if you asked me that question, he was like, I'll pick 2 or 3 players. Like, it'd definitely be Cochrane and Clara.
Yeah.
I'm only saying Laird because of how much he's come on with the players that we've got around him. Where he was last season to where he is now. Like, do you know what I mean? Got decent players around him.
Well, like we always said, it's so difficult to pick like who's been the most. He's pretty much saying who's been player of the season, but it's so difficult. And I think the player awards this season is going to be really interesting. Okay, who would you say this season's been the? Sorry, 1 second. Oh yeah, any players you're worried about next season going into the Championship? Obviously, touch wood. I mean, we don't even have to touch wood. It'd be an absolute fucking tragedy if we didn't get promoted. Let's say we get promoted. Who would you be worried about going into next season?
In what context? Leaving Blues or like performing?
Well, just on performance really. Do you think who do you think's going to struggle out of the lot we got now in the Championship? And also people that are watching, put in the comments, actually put the name of the player and put struggle, because sometimes we're a little bit behind the comments. So yeah, man, what do you reckon, Jay?
Say Alfie May.
Yeah.
Or Luke Harris.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think Luke Harris, well, he does, for me, he goes back anyway next season. So, I think Alfie May, I worry for him. I don't think we'll see much of him next season. I mean, we've spoke a lot about getting a number 9 in next season and kind of challenging Stansfield. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got to be honest, Jay. I thought Stansfield would do a lot better this season. Do you know what I mean? That's not criticising. I'm just saying. I thought it'd be on like 25 plus goals already.
But like we mentioned before about this league, mate, it's different, man. If you got like 10 people that are just fucking defending, it's hard to get a goal. And then he's got the ball played to him. If he ain't gonna get the ball played to him, he ain't gonna score goals, is he?
Nah. But I think
of a few things, you know what I mean?
Stansfield's definitely more suited to the Championship. I mean, our boys saying Birmingham are easily good enough for the Championship. League One reset. Luton and Ipswich both went to the Premier League, and I think that's what we're trying to. Who said that, Al boy? I think that's what we're trying to emulate. Is kind of, the Ipswich and Luton models, and even Coventry to a certain degree. They're always up and about there. We want to be a team what's going into the Championship and challenging, really. Do you know what I mean, Jay? Like challenging for top 6, challenging for maybe the top 2. Because obviously the seasons before we've always been down the bottom. Blue Shadow saying, I think Laird has been the most improved for her. He seems more on it and taking everything much more serious, which is good to see. Yeah, totally agree with that. I love the blips. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm only up to where the camera went off. Aquatic saying, to be fair, this Birmingham side would completely destroy the Luton side and the Ipswich side that both got promoted to the Premier League. And I think that's a good point in the. We talk about this a lot as well, Jay, getting that winning mentality, which we haven't had for fucking God knows how long. 15 years.
Oh, the play as well. I mean, when was the last time we saw, if not ever, have we saw play this way? You know what I mean? So, same again. It's a combination of a few things. Like, it's just really exciting, mate. And I'd love to do the Ipswich model and get back-to-back promotions and that. You know what I mean? It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
It would be brilliant. Do you know what I was watching? I watched that Benjamin Bloom who you mentioned earlier, Jay. And you got to think they won League One. They got promoted from League One, then they got promoted from the Championship. So 2 amazing seasons. Then they get into the Premier League. I did watch a podcast on the difference between the Championship, the gap basically between the Championship and the Premier. Oh, mate, it's massive, and the way Ipswich have done it, which is kind of really sensible in my eyes, is they've got promoted from the Championship, then brought the best Championship players. Now you think that would kind of work, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But it hasn't. Do you know what I mean? So for me, because of the gap and we have to invest again. Like I'm talking heavily invest if we go Premier.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We can't be
It's just one of them, mate. Like football, it's a money game, and it, mate. Like if you got, it's all this about Blue spending X amount, and mate, like I love the fact that we've been slated about it, but you know what, mate, I couldn't give a flying fuck.
Yeah.
Like the ones who are criticising, like especially these pundits and that, mate. Like Blues, like we've rebuilt a whole squad with 30 million. You got teams in the Premier League that are buying one player, triple that money, and it's like, but these are the kind of people that are mocking us, like, and it's just like, hang on a minute, do you know what I mean? But getting promoted and stuff, like you say, we've got to spend big. And going back to the Ipswich model, I agree with what you were saying about them being clever, one of the best players in the Championship, but yeah, the gap's big, isn't it, mate? And you've either got to have loads of money or you ain't going to get very far, are you?
But the thing is, I think it's the last 2 seasons now, including this season, sorry, the top 3 teams what have gone up from the Championship have been relegated. Do you know what I mean? So it is about the the journey rather than the destination for me, because you know, look at the people that are moaning already. But the moaning when we've had the best season in the whole of English football. We've won the most games, we've had the most possession, this, that, and the other. I dread to think when we lose a game next season, or we're not in the top 10. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Do you know what I mean?
How do you pick a goal of the season, though?
Let's get to that then. Let's go for goal of the season, Jay. You've got any?
It's got to be a Waters goal at Newcastle.
Yeah, definitely. Waters goal. What about in the league? Standout player Cochrane for Susan.
Mate, there's been some cracking goals. I mean, Keshi Anderson at now Huddersfield away. Standout's Barnsley goal.
Yeah, that was a great goal.
Players, you know, that second goal, mate, superb.
Yeah, brilliant goal that was.
Mate, there's been loads, man. I mean, a Waters goal at Bolton on the volley.
Yeah. Waters scored a few good ones in there. And let's talk about like your most get in the comments as well, guys. Most enjoyable moment of the season. You know, it don't have to be anything special. Like, it don't have to be like the goal against you Watson in terms of. I mean, that was brilliant, but like it could be anything. I mean, like you mentioned, Jay, that when Stansfield scored that goal at Barnsley, and you was at Barnsley, that was just amazing, weren't it? Do you know what I mean? I mean, that would have to go down as one of my most enjoyable. Not saying it was a great goal anyway, but in terms of being at a football game and then seeing that, and then what happened after, is definitely one of the most enjoyable this season. And Newcastle as well, the Newcastle game, because we went toe to toe with them.
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. Yeah, two leagues apart. Even though deep down, you know, the Blues isn't a League One team. You know, we're a decent football club. We're a big football club. That's why it was hard for us to. It was hard for us to accept the relegation. But like you say, it is what it is. We're in League One regardless. Going toe to toe with the Premier League football team, mate. You know, I thought even though we lost, mate, I was so proud of the lads. Like, it was a brilliant game, weren't he?
It was brilliant. Blue Nose is saying, who wins young player of the season? Not many options, is there? Young player of the season. I mean, you've got to go for some. I mean, we haven't really seen that many young players. I mean, Cochrane's quite young, isn't he? Clara's quite young. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one because we haven't had many youth players breaking through, have we, Joe?
Nah.
You know. Susan's saying if he doesn't get back. So she's worried a little bit about 4 and how he was beginning of the season. Sorry, so struggling. Yeah. I think everyone's a little bit thinking on William Williamson. Michael saying Wrexham have a free stand ground next year in the Championship. Attendance will be reduced. The new copy starting the day after the final home match versus Charlton. They have a big spend to stay out. Yeah, definitely, Michael, man. They're on a massive recruitment mission if they even want to stay up. Do you know what I mean? It's like a retirement home there. You're right, Paul. Luke Harris has definitely been very disappointing than May or anyone else. Second to Harris, I would pick Scott Wright. Both have been disappointing.
I mean, he scored a belter as well, didn't he, at Charlton? Start of the season, was it now when we won 1-0? What's his name? What was his name, Nick?
Against who, sorry, mate?
Against Charlton, the start of the season.
Weren't
it? And he scored that.
Thingy, Brandon Keller, weren't it?
Yeah. Brandon Keeler. Now look, another fantastic goal. Look, there's been loads, man. Like, how do you pick? Apart from Iwata for me, because that was an obvious. What a screamer that was, mate.
That's a good shout, that, Jeff. Completely forgot about that goal. Some goal, weren't it?
There's been loads.
So Blue Shadow saying there's been a few disappointments in the team. Luke Harris, but the thing is on loan, so I'm glad it's not a signing. Luke Harris hasn't really shone for her. Dykes didn't start great, but he's getting to grips with how we play. Yeah, thoughts on Dykes, Jar? Bernard's son, fucking hell. Do you remember him? Fucking hell, man.
I don't know, mate, to be honest.
No, man. Difficult one, isn't it?
Like, I want him to do well, do you know what I mean? Because he's got a blue shirt on. But he's just hit a miss for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what have we got him on a 2-year contract?
Yeah.
Is it 2 years? I think a striker definitely comes in. What other positions for you, mate? What other positions for you need strengthening?
Wingers.
Definitely.
Another goalkeeper, another striker.
Yeah. What about midfield? You happy with the midfield with Pikey, Mark Leonard, TGH? Yeah, well, agreed, don't man. There's two main reasons why a Premier player is a Premier player. That's number one is his first touch. Number two is psychology and thinking ability. So kind of reading the game. Do you know what I mean? Reading. It's a bit like chess, isn't it, Dunk? Yeah, and that's what puts the Premier League players way above kind of what Ipswich have done, getting in really good Championship players. So yeah, good point, mate.
I've got a question to ask as well.
Yeah, man, fire away.
This one's only for the Blue Noses that are watching. What is your favourite name for Nick this season? I watched the video about the other day, Nick.
Yeah.
I'll speak to you, and it was the day. It was the day after you brought your headphones.
Yeah.
JVC Nick. Or
Fucking shockers, weren't they?
I'll leave it with you, Blue Nose, in the comments to get your thoughts on that one.
Yeah, Sleep Nick. Yeah, I've had a few names, man. It's been a good season, though. On your channel, Jay. The boy in blue and chatting blues, and we've built like a really nice community. We've got a little Facebook group, so it was more than I expected in terms of just personally, like with the channel, and collaborating with you. It's been really nice, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah, man, mate. Look, at the end of the day, we're all Blue Noses, like, you know, we all love the same club, and you know, it's all about the memories for me, mate. And
that's
me, stuff, you know what I mean? And now you only live once, and just enjoy. And what a season 2, enjoy it as well. And like,
brilliant, yeah.
Now, I mean, I've only been doing this now just over 12 months, and look at the community we got now. It's fantastic. Sometimes the teams always don't get to plan. You know, I've had issues with the phones and stuff, and you with the camera, and you know, like these things happen. But you know, we laugh about it and stuff, and it makes people laugh because we're just normal people at the end of the day. They just love blues. But yeah, it's been a class season, mate. Now, we made so many good memories. We've had such a laugh as well, and I don't think I've never laughed so much in a season.
Yeah. No, it's been great, Johnny, man. Aquatics, man. I stopped doing it, mate. Going on Twitter. I mean, Twitter's worse than the worst platform for moaners. It's just madness. You know, and I always encourage my viewers not to go on, especially if we drew or lost.
Yeah.
It's not to go on it. Pardon, Joe?
I think that Twitter or X, it's quite toxic. I think with not so much Blues fans. I'm on about like if you put an opinion on, like it's like open to like other supporters, and then you get like other supporters commenting. It can be quite toxic on there, I think. Do you?
Yeah, it reminds me of playground bullying, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? And it can get personal for the players and that. Like, you can kind of point out where they've gone wrong or what they're doing. You know, their play basically. But when it starts getting personal, I don't agree with that. But yeah, that's the this is what the day and age we're living in, social media. Joey's saying agreed. Blue Shadow Dykes needs to make more of a nuisance of himself in the box, and again needs to put his head where it hurts. Yeah, I don't know about Dykes. I think we need to go big on a striker again this season, guys. Yeah, man. So, Waters versus Rex and Michael saying, yeah, that was a good goal, wasn't it? Yeah, I forgot about that. Just give him top 5 for all goals. Yeah. Bo and Bell had hypnosis, both of them. Yeah. Okay, what else have I got down here, man? Just noted a few questions down. Captain for next season, Jay. What's the crack there? Who are we going for captain next season?
Clara.
Yeah, does anyone disagree with that? I think Clara has been a brilliant leader this season. You're right, Brummy's owner, are you, mate? Newcastle going for me.
Yeah, I'm there. Look at this for a wife in a minute. She's going to give me another beer in, look.
Fucking class, that is. You should have rang her, Jay, and told her to bring it up.
I have just watched that.
That was a class moment as well, Jay. Do you remember? When she was up, Gemma was in the comments, and Jay's gone, can you bring me some beers up? And the next thing is, about 2 minutes later, you see her hand coming with some beers.
You'll see her hand coming in 2 minutes. She's going to bring
Gary's saying, I know where you're coming from, Nick, about Stansfield, but like Jay said, our creative players don't create many chances for our strikers. Yeah, well, I think with Stansfield, he's more suited to the Championship, mate. There's going to be a lot more space for him.
Here you go, look.
Best atmosphere. That's class, that is. Yes, Jem.
Love you. Keep right on.
Everyone needs a Gemma, man. Yeah, it was James. Brilliant atmosphere. I expect to see a few nights down the Blues next season, very similar, next season. And some of the home games. Classic Daniel, what are the Newcastle won the opposition we were up against 2. You won't see a goal like that again from any other player this season. Yeah, it's one of the goals of the season. Stansfield's goal against Charlton. John saying. So that would have been at home. I can't think of it off the top of my head, John.
What a season now, mate. Honestly, right, just think a minute, Nick. Mate, it's been class, innit? It's been class.
It's been brilliant. Man.
When you saw me at Wrexham swinging my top off.
Yeah, man.
Oh, mate, it's been yeah, mate. I appreciate a lot. I've never laughed so much as well. Like, mate, honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure this year. And
I think as well, mate, I think this season we kind of knew what to expect in terms of we're going to probably win the league. And when we started to pull away and starting to not blow teams out of the water, because we haven't really blew 1 or 2 teams out, but we've dominated possession. A lot of the teams are stuck back, etc. Next season, I'm just so looking forward to watching a really good match. Do you know what I mean? And
entertaining.
Yeah, because we ain't going to be unless we do an Ipswich, we ain't going to be top of the league. We're going to be.
What you want is kind of that Newcastle vibe. that kind of style of play, because that was a brilliant game, like from both teams. It was end to end. It was like on your feet, on the edge of your seat, like the kind of games I think we're going to see more in the Championship.
Definitely.
The style that Chris Davis is obviously going to stick to that style. He ain't going to change it, which is brilliant. Like in terms of like an attacking point of view, it's a good tactical approach. But like, you've also got other teams doing it now as well. But you are going to have teams that don't play that way, that do still sit back.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think it's going to be as much as it is this season. Like, so, i.e., like these chances, like you'll probably find that Stansfield's going to have a lot more chances, maybe even a lot more goals as well. And then, like again, it all depends on who we bring in as well. Like we might have another striker or two, or we don't know, do we, till the transfer window? But like just quickly, the most important thing for me this season is I just want to personally thank Tom Wagner for sticking to everything he said.
Yeah.
On the open house, he's like, he's been brilliant. Like for me, like he's been superb, mate. And he's everything he said, he's done. Like, I just can't wait for the future, mate. And like I'd like to, if there was a way, I'd love to see what's going on inside his head. You know what I mean? To see what he's thinking about. Plans for Blues and stuff like going forward and that. And as well, getting the ball rolling, coming all the way from America to watch Blues, and then the next day going down to London to speak to him. To get it, mate. What a blow. And again, cheers, Tom Wagner.
Yeah. I completely forgot about that, Jay. So, just for people what don't know, Tom Wagner was seen with done him like signing his name, Keir Starmer, outside number 10 Downing Street, and things are moving, man. So and it's all good for the youth, the young kids and anyone really. So Blue Shadow saying, I've got a question, lads. This season, what's your top 3 home and away games where the atmosphere has been electric? Do you want to go for your top 3 home, Joe, and I'll go for the away?
Wrexham's got to be number 1 at home. Oh, actually, I don't know, because I can't say Newcastle because I wasn't there.
Okay, yeah.
But
yeah. Well, there you go. You can't say something there. So Wrexham, yeah.
Yeah.
1.
Well, I could in a way like going off other people's opinions, because I know that like a lot of Blues fans are saying like it was amazing. So, I'd probably say that those 2 would be the ones, Wrexham and Newcastle. But like I wasn't there like for the Newcastle game. But yeah, I'd say Newcastle.
And a third.
Oh, probably Stockport.
At home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game.
It was a good game as well, wasn't it? For me, the top 3 away, I'd probably say, probably not in no particular order. I'll go Barnsley, Wigan, and Wickham. That's off the top of my head. That's not really me kind of thinking of all of them because my memory's terrible. But I really enjoyed Barnsley because we took, I think it was 4,500. We took Wigan was very similar. We won both of them games. Wickham was at the start of the season. I think it was our first away game. We won there as well. So they're my top 3 away. So yeah, good question, Blue Shadow. You're right, Neil. No one is taking a notice of Birmingham. It's game over for them. Who do you support then, Neil? We're on the rise, brother. Allsop is Brumby's owners player of the season, most important name on the sheet. Totally agree, mate. He's like having an extra defender in Joe.
Yeah.
And he's grew into that role as well. There's 93 watching, 60. If you can just hit the like button. That'll help the channel. Courtney, Jay loves Courtney.
Oh yeah. I love Jamie, man.
Super sticker go through, Nick. I haven't seen it. I might have one sec. Oh, sorry, Blue Shadow. It might have gone through when my camera went down. Thanks ever so much, Blue Shadow, for the £1.49 super sticker. If anyone wants to help the channel out, that's the way of doing it. Blue Shadow does it from time to time and gives memberships and China. Go on, Jay. Okay, now. Look at Jay, man. That's crazy. Yeah, so thanks for that, Bob. Really appreciate it, man. Emu Games is okay as well. I haven't seen him for a little while. Have you spoke to him at all, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, he's okay. Yeah, must have a lot of work or something. Yeah, wingers, mate. Get rid of Dykes. Saying wingers, definitely wingers. Yeah. In my opinion, the players go will be all the players that we have on loan. Yeah. Plus Sanderson. The players that we have out on loan will be gone. That's 11 players.
Yeah.
In all, that gives us room. Yeah. What about Yokoyama, Jay? I know you quite like him. Do you think? Would you like to see him stay around next season, or?
I just trust the process, mate. Wherever Chris Davis does, he's got my backing. So I do like him, but there's a reason why he ain't been playing him. So yeah, I've just got to stick with that approach, mate.
Yeah.
Back Chris Davis.
Yeah, trusting Chris Davis.
Yeah, man.
Fisky saying, watch it. So, my view on it. My view on Yokoyama, I don't think he's good enough. Mate. I really like his style of play, but I think he needs to go out on loan. I wouldn't sell him. I'd send him out on loan to an English club. Yeah. Thoughts on the Wembley ticket madness? I don't know. I know there was a big hoo-ha last week about it all, but I think everyone wants to go will get a ticket, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Sleep Nick. Panasonic.
Some seltzers this season now, Nick, mate. Honestly, man, you've had mean stitches, mate, this season. Oh, here's another one for you as well. Come on, you commenting. What is your best Nick moment? Mine's got to be the crisps, mate.
The what? The crisps? Oh, yeah. I didn't even realise, did I?
Right,
yeah,
proper snacking, like use proper, like, chilling out, like, we're not realising that the microphone would, like, take out, punching, like, over the stream, mate. Brilliant, that was, mate. I was howling, mate. Yeah. You commenting, what's your best Nick moment this season?
Yeah, get me in the comments, guys. There's over 82 people watching. Hit the like button if you just joined late. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to Jay's channel as well, Boy in Blue, if you haven't already. Gary saying most enjoyable moment was seeing Pate finally score a goal. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm really pleased, Gary, when he scored that goal.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can get a few more. Do you know what I mean, Joe?
Yeah. I can't remember who it was, but someone put a comment on earlier on in the stream saying that Pike was a passenger last season, and I agree with that. But like he's another player who's improved this season as well. He's come out of his shell a bit more, hasn't he? Like him in a water in the mate.
Definitely.
But he was another one, he was a different player last season, weren't he? But then you got numerous managers, I don't know whether you're coming or going and stuff, and like I think that was another major problem we had last season. But like I think that we've got the stability now, and like the club's going on the right path. Trajectory, it's exciting, mate.
Yeah. But I reckon, Premier League, how long to the Premier League, Joe? Because I'm almost 100% we get to the Premier League.
Yeah, it's either going to be back to back, or maybe like another 2 or 3 seasons, but it's coming.
Yeah, I think Tuesday put in a comment earlier, like it wouldn't. like I wouldn't be that bothered if we stayed a couple of seasons in the Championship. Do you know what I mean?
It's just one thing I really ain't looking forward to though. Like, it's that VAR, mate.
Yeah, no, not looking forward to it.
It's like you said about the journey and stuff. Like, I know it's to look at it like with Blues being in League One, like, yeah, it's a ball out, but like, look at the fun we've had. You know, we're starting again, we're resetting. It's all part of the process, getting to the end goal, getting back to the Championship, and then obviously like the all-time goals of the Premier League. You know, the best league to be with the elites. But we've got these seasons without that bollocks, and I'm just really dreading that. Like,
Yeah.
whether to celebrate a goal or not, and you're waiting to make a decision, like, and then like you have to celebrate after it's been like 5 or 10 minutes. It kills the game, doesn't it? Like, I've just really am to that, mate.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Shocking. Just going through some comments. Yeah, the new man. The new man coming in from Germany will be captain. I'm not. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think we start the season off with Clara as captain and see how we get on, because Emma's saying Clara also captain. Yeah. I totally agree, Side. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he goes elsewhere. Got fantastic. Susan's saying she got fantastic memories of my dad taking me and my brother down the Blues in the 70s, always in the cop, standing by the clock, which is pretty much by block 39. Sadly, my brother's no longer with us, but we have a brick on the cop for him. Oh, that's nice. Nice, Susan, mate. Stano is a star. He was showing if we get some players. Some good forward players. Yeah, we totally agree. Right, there's loads of there's absolutely rakes of comments, guys, and we've been going for an hour and a half, which has absolutely flew.
Mate, you got to read the comments out that I asked them now about your best man.
Yeah.
Mate, there's some good ones, man.
Yeah. That was funny, Jay, swinging your top about your head. So he's going about the Wrexham game. Kicked naughty knickers. Naughty knickers.
You got to read them out, mate. Go on.
Okay, so why does it always have to come down to sex with these women? I know, yeah, that was a bit of palaver. Nick's naughty knickers. Oh yeah. So that was the crack, wasn't it? Because I just gone about my normal life, didn't I, John? Yeah. So like crazy knickers has become a little part of Chatting Blues now. She don't even know it. She don't even watch me or nothing. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, she's doing all right. A lot of people ask me how crazy Knickers is. She's doing all right. To be fair, she's down. She's just when she's had a drink, she goes a bit nuts. I hope you're going to do a break. Yeah, definitely. This is what I'm going to do, Amazon. I did do it last season. So I will be doing the breakdown in the opposition like I did last season. Yeah, I've missed all that. Yeah, because the thing is, I don't know a great deal about these League One teams. So yeah, that would definitely be coming back next season. Just going to scan through. If I do miss your comments out, guys, I do apologise.
Yeah, Nick. Jay loves everyone. It's a real toss. read from down there, Nick.
Starry. Oh yeah, okay. Nice one, John. Thanks ever so much, John Mailing. £5 super stick. I really appreciate it, brother. Enough love, man. Oh, the alarm going off. Yeah. Do you remember that? Fuck man.
That's been some good ones, mate. Mate, look, you don't realise how funny you are, though.
This was funny.
You're just hilarious.
Yeah.
Mate, you've had this season.
Nick's headphones from the 90s. Stayed. Yeah, it's all over the gaff.
Yeah, man, it's another good Nick line, that is. Yeah, man, my cap's staying on, my hair's all over the gaff.
Yeah. The dildo right sat behind him was a classic. Yeah. Nick's floppy mic. Yeah, it's been funny, man. We've had a good crack at me guys this season, really.
Brush.
Yeah, we airbrush, man. I lost that thing as well. I had it about 3 years, the airbrush. Yeah, we lost it. I don't know where. I must have left it in a hotel or something.
We've got to
my
get
ex used to go mad about it. Not mad about it. She's like, "Fuck me, you take this brush everywhere you go." But I lost it. Even crazy Nickers has noticed about the brush as well.
Really?
Yeah. The Classic Soul, mate, that 500 quid back if we go up with 106 points. I might have buzzing if we get that. Crazy Nick as a mascot. Nick slots holes. Do you remember this one, Joe? Nick slots holes and floppy mic. They don't work or stand up right. Then the headphones. Well, that just made me nice. And yeah. We've had some good cracks on the phone, isn't we, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's good. Yeah, I'm starving as well, you know, guys. Let me just have a quick look, see if there's anything else I can ask you, Joe.
Okay, nice.
I mean, Sam said, we haven't seen a lot of him, have we? But he looked so good against Stevenage. You happy with that signing?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
mate.
Yeah. Yeah, good player. So for me, mate, next season I think we need to bring 6, 7, or 8 players in. We'll see a few leave. I think we finish no lower than 10th, 11th. Do you agree with that, or you kind of like? Yeah.
With the current squad we got, I reckon it's a mid-table championship team. Maybe just a bit higher. Just shy of the maybe. But another 6 or 7 signings, like you said. Why not just go for it and challenge for it, mate?
Yeah, definitely, man. And I think like with another 6 or 7 signings, and they're going to be good ones. I just can't see why we can't challenge for top 6. I don't, man. Like I say, there's only been 4 decent teams this season. So, yeah, man, we're cooking. Wembley, before we finish off and wrap up, Jay, Wembley, what's your plans for Wembley? You got your tickets, I presume?
Yeah, I've got my ticket. I just need to work out what I'm doing, whether I'm staying or travelling. At the minute, that's the issue I got. I was going down with Blues Focus originally on the coach, but I know that they've changed stuff, so I need to try and work out what's going on there. And I need to get my head around it. But I've got my tickets anyway, so I'm going to be there regardless. It's just seeing if I'm going to stay down there or travel it. I don't know yet, but I mean, ideally, it would be good to stay because, let me head down a bit. Yeah. I've got me blue Wembley wig ready and me blue nose as well.
Fair play.
Yeah, man.
Big afro. Yeah, because there's a few people going thinking they fancy dress and that. And I know a lot of the older viewers, sort of like my age, a bit older, would remember Crystal Palace away last game of the season. And Bristol City away when we stayed up. Shay Adams scored. It was fancy dress. So I'd imagine a lot of people will be going as fancy dress.
Certain like style or just like random or?
Just random.
Yeah, it's random.
Yeah, you had all sorts against Palace. I mean, some of the stuff, like if you wore it today, you get arrested. Do you know what I mean? Chill out in the comments, guys. That's class on that, he said. That's the Nickism, isn't it? Chill out in the comments, guys.
Rich L loves that one, mate.
Chill out in the comments, man.
Yeah, like, whenever I meet Rich L, right, he never says hello, Jay. Like, I meet him and he goes, man, just chill out in the comments. Yeah, Joe, man, I think we could, mate. Plaths as well. Nice one, Brummy Zona. Thanks ever so much, mate. £5, $1 super chat. Really appreciate it, man. Enough love. We're going to wrap up in a minute. Championship, I think, we'll be 8th by the end of next season. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be saying with that. I just want a good season when we're not like because the championship, in my mind, it's losing the majority of weeks. But I think with this, like we've just mentioned, I think the reset, we can have some really good. We'll have a good season, man. Do you know what I mean? We'll have a good season.
Yeah.
It's not going to go all our way like this season, so everyone needs to chill out and just, not get on the players' backs. Yeah, just chill out on the comments, man, and not get on the players' backs.
Yeah.
Absolutely right to comments. That's a good one, isn't it, Chooser? One of my nickisms. Chill out on it. What did he say? Absolute right to comments. Yeah. Nice one, Gary. Brilliant show again, lads. Both take care, and all the brilliant listeners take care. Nice one, guys. Same, man. Great live, lads. Catch you all next time. Hopefully, see you at home game Saturday. Yes, so Shrewsbury at home next week, guys. Have a nice one, Ember. Thanks for the live. Thought I'd just throw it together. It was pretty random. I asked Jay. He was up for it. So, yeah, man.
Can I just say something as well, Nick, just quick?
Yeah, carry on, brother. Nice one.
I just want to thank everybody that supports me and Nicky. Like, obviously, we do our own thing, but, we do, like, collab and stuff. We made the Facebook page where we can share, like, our own videos and stuff, and when we do these collaborations. I just want to thank you all for supporting us. We just enjoy doing it, don't we, mate? And, like we say, what a season we've had this year, like the community and meeting people and stuff, really means a lot to me. Like, I love you all and keep right on.
Yeah, nice one, Joe. That was really nice, man. And I feel exactly the same. And I just want to, before we finish off, if I can get it up, memberships. I'm not going to go for everyone's name, but like I said on my last podcast, these are the kind of the heart and soul, what keeps this channel running. And in fact, I'm going to quickly run through the names before we wrap up. So there's Chris W, Liam Thornley. So these are paid up members, man. Lawrence Tweed, Susan Lawton, Dino, the Blob 1970, Sadie Young. So it keeps flickering. Sadie Young, Lee Russell, Blue Nose, Dan Price, Richie Al, the Messiah, Emu Games Master, Stu Leonard. I don't know why it keeps bumping back up. Stu Leonard, John Mayling, Ben Padley, Falcon 76, Blue Nose Sam 86, Joey Olcott, Brummy's owner, Peter Falk, R Jerry, Kebab Jerry. Kebab Jerry, and let me just go through the last ones. Brummy's owner, I did mention him tonight. Raymond Burgess, Big Johnny Wheeler, Big Tone, Blue Shadow, amazing. Paul Mack, Big Dunk, Steve Cody, Ollie Edmonds, Chris Donnelly, Keith Hyde, and Danny Swift. Thanks ever so much, guys, for the support this season. And I'm sure Jay will be doing little bits with just carrying on with his phonings next season. It's all going to get better, both on Jay's channel and mine. It's going to be championship football. So man. Man.
There to stay, mate. I'm also going to be doing my own giveaways as well, so that's going to be exciting. I've got some stuff planned as well, like for the channel. And stuff for next season, so it's going to be exciting. But like we say, subscribing, liking, and sharing to Chatting Blues and myself, it helps massive. It's free. Then you have got the membership side if you do want to support the channels further. But it is free, and it helps massively. It keeps us in the algorithm and stuff, so people find the videos more to get the views, and that's how it works. So with like, shares, and comments, and that it helps massive.
Yeah. Really totally important. Really important, man. Even if, like Jay said, even if you can just hit the like button and stuff like that. Kebab Jerry, look, fucking funny, man. I know. I haven't seen any games on the last couple of streams. I do worry about when I don't see people commenting, especially you, Jay. Like, your regular people that comment. and then they go missing for a little bit. I just hope they're okay. I remember when Tone didn't comment for a few weeks, and we was a little bit worried about him, weren't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, hold tight for the kebab up down the 50 bus. Fucking class, cheers. Yeah, so brilliant, Jay. Thanks ever so much for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it. Last minute thing, international break, and yeah, man. I will. Yeah. Hopefully, we'll do a phone-in maybe sometime after the Shrewsbury game. Do you want to give me your? People are saying we're going to pay Shrewsbury, and I've got a feeling we might. But do you want to give me your score prediction before you end, Joe?
I'm going to go for a Lee Burke 4-1.
4-1. I'll be happy with that. I think we do. I think we win quite convincingly. A couple of weeks rest, and we own one, man.
Yeah, this is in dedication for Lee Burke. I'm going to go for a 4-1. So I'm thinking.
Yeah. That'd be brilliant if you pulled it off. Nice one, Susan. So Aquatic's going away 3 weeks' time, working South Africa to the job. Brilliant, man. You looking forward to it or not? Yeah, night, Susan. Right, thanks ever so much, guys, for tuning in. Like I just mentioned, thanks, Jay, for coming on, and we'll see you all soon. Keep right on.
Keep right on. Shit on the Villa.